So the roof on this house is leaking. It's coming in right there. See, look at the water that's on this cardboard right under it. But I used it to get the seller to pay $5,000 for a new furnace. So my clients find this house that they absolutely love. And it's huge. It's got 2 furnaces, one downstairs, one upstairs. The one upstairs is from like the 60s. But there's this addendum that basically says, we know that the furnace on the 3rd floor does not work, but we have a bid to replace this furnace for $3,300. We will compensate for that amount at closing. So I show it to my clients. And they're like, heck yeah, we're cool with that. $3,300 for a new furnace. We realize that the shingles on the roof are probably at the end of their life, so we negotiate the price down. Once we do the inspection, we realize that there is some missing shingles in a few areas. We get the seller to replace a few shingles. And they're totally not the same color, but the buyer said that they didn't care. Even though we know the roof needs to be replaced, like, they're out-of-state buyers. I didn't want them to get here and have their roof be leaking on them while they're trying to, like, move their whole life up here. So we get a couple new shingles. Roof situation is squared away. Or so we think. So we're moving right along and the loan gets to underwriting. And the lender is like, no, like a furnace affects the livability of the home. We're not closing this loan until this furnace gets replaced. And so I'm like, okay, that's not that big of a deal. Let's just find the guy that gave us the $3,300 bid and get him to put in a new furnace. So I have the listing agent get a hold of this guy, try to schedule everything, get it set up, and come to find out, this guy that gave them that bid was not licensed and he can't pull the permits. So we get new bids from new contractors. Nobody's doing it for less than $5,000. One person was $8,000. And the seller doesn't really want to pay the $5,000 because she's already let us take the price down for the roof. The listing agent got most of the bids, but I met my HVAC guy out there and got him to give me a bid. And that day that we went out there, it was pouring rain, like absolutely monsoon pouring. So up on the 3rd floor where this old ass furnace is, the ceiling's leaking. Now, it was dry when we showed the house. It was dry when we got it inspected. But today, with the rain, like, I already know that the seller is not going to pay to fix the leaking roof. But I asked anyways, because I really need them to know that the roof is leaking in that one area. Because I already know that they don't want to pay $5,000 to fix that furnace. Now, the seller has to disclose this leaking roof to any future buyers. So she can leave it the way it is, disclose it. She can just come up off the extra $1,700 and replace this furnace for my buyers, or she can pay to fix the leaking roof. Those are her 3 options. So ultimately, she decides that she's just going to pay the $5,000. So then I immediately call my buyer and I'm like, hey, just so you know, I think your chimney's leaking. I think it's right where the chimney is. I think it's the flashing. So that's probably going to be the first thing that you want to deal with when you get here. And unfortunately, the seller won't pay to fix it. But the seller is going to pay the $5,000 for the new furnace. And this is their new furnace, by the way.